Hi cunts, I told you to never take women out on dinner dates. It's expensive, pointless, and a waste of time if you want to pump and dump. Here's why.
Hi, this is Liz, your stage manager. Welcome to the show. You're watching Fox and Friends.
And what if you're not a millionaire and you're running low on cash? Well, you could go on a date. One woman's confession that she uses men for free dinner. It's sweeping the internet. Think that's okay? It's our Facebook question of the day, so let us know if you approve.
Man-eater. Perfect. All right, welcome back, everybody. Meet the woman who says she only goes out on dates for a free meal. That's Erin. Erin Wotherspoon is her name, and she says, I've got a pretty face, she's also very humble, and a pretty extensive urban spoon wish list. That's a restaurant thing. And we all know that getting what you want in life can be tough, which is why I've decided to let someone else finance my dreams. My dream, to eat in pretty restaurants without costing me a penny. Is this behavior more common than we think? Here to discuss this is dating coach John Keegan and one of the She Knows experts among us, Christina Gibson. Okay, so my first reaction when I saw this was, I have a problem with people who rely on other people to take care of the basic fundamental things that they should be doing for themselves, like feeding themselves.
Right.
Then you take it to another level. I mean, these guys are being used, essentially, and she's just flitting around, totally enjoying herself. Yeah. What do you think?
Well, she's definitely an entitled person. She really feels that she's just entitled to have anything, and she sort of also has a victim mentality, like, well, I'm just an actor, so I'm never going to make any money, but I can take it from suckers. And then, on the other hand, the guys who are kind of falling for it, there's something wrong with them, too. You know, there's something wrong on both sides.
What's wrong with them?
Well, their self-esteem's low, and I think hers is, too, you know, so, but their self-esteem's low, and they kind of looking at her maybe as a sex object, and she
kind of?
Yeah,
maybe?
and then she's looking at them just as like a thing, a success object, so they're just looking at each other, not as people.
Christina, what do you think about this?
I think it's so tacky. I was cringing as I read this girl's blog because she's 23, she's an aspiring actress. I'm sure she thinks it's funny right now, but what you do on the internet is there forever. So a couple years from now, she's going to want a boyfriend. She's going to meet someone that she actually likes, and they're going to Google her, and this is what you find out. So and he wants to date a girl like that.
We were talking about this in the commercial break before the segment started, and I said, you know, never in my life, if I wasn't interested, when I would go out to the bars, and there would be a gentleman who would come up to me, if I wasn't interested in really talking with him, but he offered to buy me a drink, I would decline. Because I think it's kind of using somebody. Now, you kind of disagree on this, but how extreme is she taking this here?
She's taking it to a total extreme. I think if you're out at a bar and a guy offers to buy you a drink, sometimes they're offended if you say no. I think there's a big difference between saying yes to a drink from a guy at a bar than blatantly just going out with guys strictly for free dinners that you have no interest in seeing again. Like, that's just sad.
Here's another thing about her. Does she lack, I mean, I know she says, you know, I'm so pretty, I have a really pretty face, but does she lack possibly self-esteem and self-confidence in that she's turning herself off to the potential of actually meeting somebody worthwhile by just coldly going on these dates and just like acting like whatever, who cares?
Yeah, she absolutely has no self-confidence. She doesn't believe she can make her own money. She doesn't believe she can generate for herself. She believes, like, imagine having to sit there with the most boring people on earth just so you could sit in a space and eat food.
Which is what she basically says.
All that she does, and it's just so I can be here. And I sit here with a guy with a unibrow, she says.
Yeah.
I sit here with a guy who's like drooling on himself, but anything for a meal. It's like having the worst job in the world.
Not the most wonderful table manners. But this is actually what she said, Christina. Yes, I had some good food. But was it really worth my time keeping up with all the silly text messages, feigning interest in things I don't care about, and trying to figure out who the blank is who? So it does get to her.
Yeah,
she's admitting that it's starting to
She has a really tough life. I mean, I feel like if she wants to try all these fancy restaurants, go during happy hour, get an appetizer, like go when it's restaurant week. Don't rely on somebody else to take you to nice places. Even if you're on a budget, you can still make it work.
Now she's meeting these people online.
Yeah, she's doing online dating.
J-Date actually deactivated her account.
Yeah, I saw that.
Pick up on her.
And she's not Jewish.
If you're a guy who's going out there and you'd like to meet a nice young lady, how do you know whether or not you're being completely used?
My tip would be, if you're doing online dating, don't agree to take a girl to dinner on a first date. You don't even know the person. You've never met them. Go to drinks. It's a cheaper, shorter time alternative, and you're not going to be stuck with somebody for hours and then stuck with a huge bill at the end of the night.
I have a feeling you're going to concur with this because we're out of time.
Yeah, absolutely. Man should never take a woman out first date for dinner.
All right, we'll have more on that, I guess, maybe later on in another show. Right, thanks for joining us today, you guys. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
I get a lot of complaints from subscribers that they're not getting notified when I release a new video even though they're subscribed. That's because even when you're subscribed to my channel, YouTube only sends occasional notifications. So how do you make sure to know about the new videos? It's easy. If you watch YouTube on your computer and you're already a subscriber, go to the MGTOW 101 YouTube page and click the little bell icon. It's right next to the subscribe button. A window will pop up asking if you want to be notified when new videos are released. Make sure you click that box and hit save. If you have a cell phone or another mobile device, it's even easier. Go to the MGTOW 101 page on YouTube and click the bell icon right next to the subscribe button. Now you won't be the last to know. And if you watch my video within the first hour it's released, I'll even respond to your comment. Thanks for listening to this important public service announcement. So what are you waiting for? Go and adjust the notifications now.